The BBLs are shaking, and this is a tragic story, but at this point, a classic story of plastic surgery gone wrong. A young lady named Trap Star Scar and her sister, that MF and Barbie, went to the Dominican Republic so she could get plastic surgery, a Brazilian butt lift treatment, and she ended up losing her life. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. So Trap Star Scar and her sister went to the Dominican Republic and they got their bodies done. And this is the Instagram page of the place they got it done at. It says K Lair Recovery House, right? So at the K Lair Recovery House, that's where she ended up going after getting her surgery. Now, this surgery was very well documented. They documented them getting on the flight, how the flight was good, how they went from Miami to the DR. And they're saying that the recovery house gave Scar some pills and they were not properly prescribed. They gave her the wrong pills. That caused her to pass away in her sleep. And even when she was sleeping that long, they did not wake her up or try to do anything to help her. They just let her sleep through that. So let's read what they said, because the K Lair Recovery House, they deleted their page, and this is what the sister said. They gave her pills that weren't even prescribed to her. They deleted their Instagram because they know they're wrong. They messed up giving my sister all those pills at once. Wow. And just letting her sleep the whole day instead of checking on her how they were supposed to. Then they had the nerve to say, she's fine, she just tired. Like, I don't know my sister. I called 911. My sister ain't never sleep the whole day after surgery. They talked about how Scar has a 1-year-old daughter who now they have to explain to her how she no longer has a mom on earth. This is a part of the documentation of the experience when they got in the car, because when you go to these places, it's usually done at a little put together hospital, some sort of Goals Miami, and then you're taken to a recovery house where they're supposed to have you in the faja, make sure you're draining and all that extra stuff. Well, this was the car they had her in, and said, I didn't know this would be the last time I would see my sister. My only sister, y'all. She was laying next to me the whole time, and they kept telling me she was just tired. I chose to call 911, reiterating her story. This is when she was in pre-op, and it says, she was so excited, y'all. I'm so hurt. Y'all don't understand my pain, and we don't. You know what I mean? This is a classic story. I'm telling y'all, this ain't nothing but Jackie O. And we lost Jackie O because Jackie O went in there, DC Young Fly's baby mom. She went in there and had all them surgeries at once. She got a full mommy makeover, which was the butt lift, the tummy tuck, the full shebang at once. And that ended up messing with her heart and taking her life. They ended up prescribing her wrong because these people probably don't need to be prescribing anybody pills. There's no real regulations on these things anymore. Anybody can go in there and say that they'll do your teeth, your body, your butt, your backside, your nose, and it's unregulated. This is them, and again, documenting the process. The recovery home gave her pills that were not prescribed to her. She never woke up. And she said, we still have to wait on the autopsy to come back to rule if it was a surgery from the DR or giving her too many pills. So that's why I told you, you go from the actual hospital place to the recovery house. So they're seeing who they're going to sue. But what's interesting about these situations and the risk you guys take when you have surgeries outside of the country, it's really hard to sue those people in Dominican Republic. Their rules are different. Their jurisdictions are different. You know what I mean? You're not suing nobody in America. Some people may not even want to touch this case. This is a picture of her sister, R.I.P. Scar. They said they left my sister asleep the whole day, y'all. I'm recovering myself, but I'm only 2 days post-op. This is a lot for me. Lord, please give me the strength. Sister, please give me the strength. I will get justice. Sister, please share. So that's interesting. They both went in there for surgery, which is a bad idea. If both of y'all got surgery, who's watching the other? See, this is interesting. The recovery home lied to us. They were not licensed. And that's what I'm saying. There's no real regulations on these things anymore. You go down to get the certificate for $1,000 and they just call you a post-op regulated person. And that's not good. These are surgeries. Okay, you need doctors, nurses, people that have really gone to school for this stuff. Let me continue to read. And told us they were the police. So the recovery home told her that they were the police. Shut Kayla Recovery House _down. She won't refund me and my sister. We were only there 2 days and my sister passed away. And this is where the story ends. She said, Lord, please give me the strength to get through this. Sister, please give me the strength. I'm your little sister. You weren't supposed to leave me, sister. This is a pain I don't wish on nobody. And as someone who only has one sister, y'all would have had to take me with her. Y'all would have had to take me with her. I would have been done. Done. I'm praying for you, that MF and Barbie. And this is just a tales of this time, but also a cautionary tale. Make sure these things are regulated, done in hospitals, and preferably, even though it doesn't make it better, preferably in America.